Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to learn how to confirm user licensing for Microsoft Intune in the various portals within the Microsoft ecosystem. Now, it's important when you're deploying Intune to make sure that you have the appropriate licenses assigned to your end users, so that way they can appropriately access the service, enroll devices, amongst other things within the platform. And so it's super important to confirm that your user licensing is in place. Now, there are a couple of places that you can check and confirm this. The first one, and usually the place that Microsoft will show you initially, is the admin.microsoft.com portal. Now, this portal has a lot more in here than just licensing, but this is the main admin portal for the M365 ecosystem. And so you do have the ability to go in here under Billing and go to the Licenses tab on the left-hand side. From here, you'll be able to see the different licenses that are available in the ecosystem today. And as you can see in this tenant, I've got some A5 for faculty and A5 for students. And as you can see here, how many of them are currently assigned. Now, I typically prefer to do the Azure portal because it's a little bit easier to see things. It explains things a little bit more in depth. As well as it'll kind of show us like the group licensing assignments and stuff like that, which I'll get into here in just a moment. But just to make everybody aware, this is a valid way to access and see what licenses are available. I just personally prefer using the Azure portal today. Now, the Azure portal, which is portal.azure.com, will take you here. Now, you either need to click the View button for Manage Azure Active Directory, or you need to click the pyramid down here for Azure Active Directory. Now, once you get in here, on the left-hand side, you'll have this informational blade. You're going to scroll down until you get to the Licenses tab, and then you're going to click on All Products. Now, once you get into this system, you can see the different licensing buckets that you've purchased and what's been assigned. Now, once you get into this initial licensing bucket, as I call them, you're going to want to click into it. And this will show you who's currently licensed in your environment today and the services that are enabled. Now, on the right-hand side, you can see the direct assignments and inherited assignments. Inherited assignments means it's coming from a group license assignment. Direct means either a script or somebody physically activated this license on this user. And so it's important to kind of understand that distinction between direct and inherited. Now, it is recommended to do group-based licensing. And as you can see in here, I have it broken up by teachers and then just public principals at the moment. But I also have other groups for other organizations that will kind of break it down by job title or department. And that is how I will also license my end users. And so it's important to understand that you, with A3 or M365, A3, and A5, and with enterprise mobility and security, you do have the ability to do group license assignment because it includes Azure Active Directory Premium P1, which includes a feature called dynamic groups, and that will allow you to do dynamic group license assignments. Now, this is kind of important to understand because instead of having to do everything and manually assigning licenses, you can automate it based on those dynamic groups. And those can look at attributes from your on-prem Active Directory. So say, for example, the job title, department, office location, all of that can be used to create a syntax, and I'll do this in a future video, that will allow you to create those groups. But the core piece today is just to make sure that group license assignment is the preferred method to deploy these licenses today. Now, if you're switching over to group license assignment from a previous system that was directly assigning it, understand you'll have to manually unassign the licenses and let the group license assignment take over, because the system assumes that if you've gone in and you've directly assigned a license or a script has done this, then it assumes that the user did that for a particular reason and won't override that. Now, once we've confirmed that the licenses are starting to be assigned, it's important to make sure that we understand what all is in these plans today. Now, if you want to understand what's in a plan, just click back into it, and on the left-hand side, go to Service Plan Details. Now, once you go to Service Plan Details, as you can see here, you've got a number of different licenses, like sub-licenses, so to speak, that are part of this bundle, otherwise called a unified bundle. And if you scroll down, the big features that you're going to want to make sure are turned on are Intune Plan 1 and Intune Plan 1 for Education. Now, for Intune, you need one of three licenses. You either need an Enterprise Mobility and Security license, a Unified M365A3 license, or a Unified M365A5 license. Because as you can see in these bundles, it includes the core features, but specifically what you're looking for are these two licenses. Now, there is device-based licenses, but I'll go into that in a future video. But this is the core way to check as to what licenses are assigned in your environment and confirming that they are assigned to your users. When you go to scale, you'll need to make sure that the license assignments are assigned to both your staff members as well as your students, because that is going to be required for Intune to fully come online, as well as SCCM co-management. So it's super important to make sure that during the setup procedure that you're assigning all these licenses in the tenant. Now, I know some of you will have like A1 Pro Plus for faculty licenses in here and you just have it set to auto assign. You'll want to move away from that because not only is A1 Pro Plus for faculty licensing inevitably going away, but also as well, it doesn't include the features for Intune, so you're going to want to make sure that you redo these license assignments. So that's just today's short little video, and thanks to everyone for watching. Have a great day. Bye.